Hey guys, Casey July from the July Studio, and today I'd like to talk to you about size charts. Now, you guys know I have a house full of kids, I have family, I have pets, and it seems like every time I try to sit down to do any kind of video, it doesn't matter if it's the day or the night, the house just goes crazy. So if you hear a dog bark or a cat meow, sorry, not sorry. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about size charts. Now, you're going to think, what is she talking about? Why is she talking about size charts? Well, one of the things that happens in the fashion industry and the cosplay industry are people order things and they say, they sent me the wrong size, or it's the wrong size, or they get scammed and something is made so poorly that there's no way they can even wear it. So today I just thought I'd take a few minutes to talk to you guys about size charts. Now, I know that doesn't seem very exciting, but give me just a second and I'll help explain some things, and maybe we can see if we can't debunk a few myths about fashion, custom made, and how to order something that fits. One of the biggest myths that you hear all the time in ordering something online is it's going to be custom made. Now, there's a difference between fashion and custom made. And fashion is something that has a size, making something, I've got notes today, by the way, making something to fit most people. Custom means making something to fit one person or a small elite group of people. Now, the thing is that people get online and they want to order something from a company and they want it to be extremely inexpensive and they don't want to have to do any work. They just want to pick a size and go. And one of the things that most customers don't do is they don't look at the size chart. If they see that a shirt says a certain size, like a large or a small, they just order it. They're like, oh, I'm a small. Or especially if you're curvy, plus size, tall, have an interesting body shape, they're just like, oh, well, I'm this size or I'm that size. And they just click that size and they move on. When they get the item and the item doesn't work or the item doesn't fit, they say, well, they sent me the wrong size. No, actually, you didn't order the right size. Now, I will address scams closer to the end of the video, and I will talk to you a little bit about how you can be scammed and kind of what that means. But for now, I just want to talk to you for 2 seconds about sizes and size charts. Now, as some of you may know, I started selling my own merch. I was seeing people produce shirts like this. I sew, therefore I swear. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to make t-shirts. I want to make merch. So I started doing my research and I started looking into the different companies and the different size charts. And I just want to share with you for 2 seconds what I discovered. I have a shirt here. It's one of the ones that I got for a test print. So if you happen to really look at the print really close, the print is messed up on this shirt. But what we're going to look at today is the size. These are 2 different shirts that are a 2X. Now, if you look really closely, the shirt that's on the top is a 2X and the shirt that's on the bottom is a 2X. I'm not holding them together perfectly, but I'm holding them together pretty good. As you can see, the one shirt on the top and the one shirt on the bottom are definitely 2 different sizes. Now, how can they both be a 2X? When you go and you look at the size chart for the smaller 2X, you will see that it is a slim junior size. If you go and look at the size chart for the larger 2X, you will see that it is a women's full figure 2X. Definitely 2 different sizes, 2 different size charts. Nobody was trying to scam you there. Nobody was trying to pull one over on you. Occasionally, You'll have merchants like me who won't take the time to see the difference between them. If you go to my Etsy right now, you will see shirts that are listed as slims or juniors, and you will see shirts that are listed as women's. Two different sets of size charts. Another thing that people don't pay attention to are patterns. And this is something that a lot of cosplayers don't learn. So now, whether or not you support this cosplayer, this is not what we're discussing today. We can talk about this at a different time. Comment down below if you want to talk about cosplayers and you want to talk about this subject matter that's on the patterns, but just for today, I'm going to be talking to you about the sizes. Okay, so you have a 6, 8, 14 pattern, and you have a 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 pattern. You have a 5A pattern and an E5 pattern. The same cosplay, the same outfit, exactly the same pattern, but you have two different sets of patterns. And I've seen in cosplay groups when people get home and they're like, I got the wrong size pattern. They didn't go. Now, and another thing is there's a size chart on the back. And they say, oh, well, I'm a 14 or I'm a 10 at Hot Topic or at wherever store I'm at, so I'm going to get a 14 or a 10 pattern. But they don't go and look at the size chart on the back of the pattern. Another thing that you're going to find is that different companies may have different charts and different information on the back. You have to look at each size chart for each pattern. Another thing that happens sometimes is people just pick up the wrong pattern altogether. Now, this is going to be fun because I'm going to call out a friend of mine who is an author, and she does a little bit of cosplay and she does a little bit of era dressing, and I've sewn for her in the past. This is something that she brought to me. She's interested in having me make this for her. This is the kids pattern. She picked this up and brought it to me and wants me to make that dress for her, but she picked up the wrong pattern. She didn't go and look at the size chart on the back. It says kids 2, 4, 6, 8. So one of the things that you have to do as a consumer, if you're ordering a t-shirt, go look at the size chart. If you're ordering merch, go look at the size chart. If you're looking at patterns, look at the size chart. If you're ordering a pattern online, Joann's or wherever, there's always going to be some place on the link where you can go and see the size chart. There's always going to be some place on there where you can read and you can see which pattern it is. If you're purchasing a used pattern on Etsy, I'd advise that you go with somebody who says that it's unused and uncut. That being said, most of the people who are serious pattern sellers on Etsy will have the size of the pattern on there. Most people who are selling merch, who are honest people that they're not just trying to steal your money. They really want you to have their merch. They're going to have size charts, or they're going to have distinguishing marks between the different ones that say things like slim cut or junior cut or women's cut or plus sizes. Now, that being said, one of my biggest pet peeves is when people say, I ordered this online, it was really cheap, and I got it, and it's too small, and it's because Asian people are smaller. Okay, guys, it's really time for us to let go of that. Yes, traditionally, people with different cultures, different backgrounds, different ethnicities are different physical sizes. But what is happening is a company that is in a certain country is producing fashion or custom according to what they want to sell. If they're in a place where their general population is a smaller size, their size chart is going to be smaller. Saying Asians are smaller really is just a totally different subject and has nothing to do with the item that you purchased. They are trying to produce as many items as they can, as quickly as they can, and sell them and make as much money as they can. If they're not concerned about which country or ethnicity that their client has or that their consumer has, they're not going to provide a huge amount of sizes. They're just going to provide a handful of sizes. And it's up to you to go read their size chart or to go see their information and you to order the right size. Now, that being said, talking about scams for just a few minutes. If you go and you're looking at an item for cosplay, for someone to custom make something for you or merch, and you can't find a size chart, if you can't find something that distinguishes the sizes, if you can't find anything, if you message them and ask for a size chart or distinguishing factors for their item, then that is a red flag that it might be a scam. No matter what you order, you're gonna get one thing. It's also sometimes a red flag that the person doesn't even have the item. They don't have the t-shirt, they don't have the cosplay, they have nothing to measure, so they have no way to give you measurements. Another thing that's kind of a flag for that you've been scammed is once you get the item, if you order a prom dress and it's supposed to be green and have sequins on it and have rouging on it, and you get it, and when you lay it out and look at it, it's the wrong color green. It barely has any sequins on it. It doesn't have any rouging on it, or maybe it just has like 2 folds in it. People are like, oh, I got scammed. Yeah, you did. What they did was they used the minimal amount of materials and put the minimal amount of effort into making the item in order to make the most money out of you. If you get something and the arms are way too short or the legs are way too short, people tend to say, well, in other countries, people are smaller. What they did is they used the opportunity to make the arms or the legs too short in order to save on materials so that they don't have to pay more money for more materials, and they can take more money from how many people purchase the item. All right, guys, so I kind of went through my list there a little bit. I want you to comment down below. I want to know, have you ever been scammed? Have you ever bought something and when you got it, the arms or the legs were too short? Have you ever purchased something and it was totally different materials than what was advertised? Or have you ever purchased an item like merch and you realized you didn't look at the size chart and that it was probably your fault? Comment down below, like, subscribe. Like I said, if I touched on another subject in this video that you would like to talk about, comment down below and let me know. That may be my next video. I also want to let you guys know that the July studio does have merch. I did share with you our holiday merch has been retired, and some of you have probably seen I have t-shirts, I have Razorback shirts, I have all kinds of cute stuff. All of the artwork is original artwork that's done by the artist Demifo, and we're getting ready to launch the sneak peeks of the next set of artwork in this series. I'm so excited about that. So comment down below if you're excited about what's coming next. Check out my link to my Etsy. If you guys are interested in purchasing anything, just let me know. DM me, private message me, find me on Etsy, and we'll get the merch in your hand. In the future, I just released mugs that are color changing mugs. These are so cool. I have some color changing mugs from some other things, and I can't wait to get my hands on these and to see it for myself. All right, guys, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. I love you guys so much. I want to say thank you for all of the love and the support that you guys have been giving me, and I'm just really excited to finally be on this journey and to be a place where I'm healthy and I'm happy and I finally feel like I have kind of a groove. So, all right, like I always say, take care of yourself. and I'll see you again soon. Bye.